Minecraft servers. We all love them, whether we play on them or own them. But if you're like me and the monthly or yearly cost of maintaining your Minecraft server is more than you can handle, or just plain annoying, then you might like the idea of a lifetime server. Basically, you pay once and get to enjoy your server as long as you like without ever having to pay again. And if you're planning on running your server for many years, you might actually get more bang out of your buck for it. In this video, we'll review my personal favorite lifetime server host, Zap Hosting. You're watching Minecraft Labs. Okay, so first off, how does a lifetime server compare to the more standard rent-based server? Rent servers, as you likely know, are paid on a monthly, bi-monthly, yearly, or whatever rate. Maybe there's even a rent server that charges for every blue moon. I don't know. Regardless, for the typical rent server, you will have to pay more than once in order to keep your server running. Typically, the rate you pay is also based on the server's specs, usually with a limited RAM size, storage size, or processing power. There's a lot of variety in what a rent-based server can provide, and it depends on what host you go with. Lifetime servers, on the other hand, were created to address the problems with recurring payments, and offer some extra benefits as well. If you already plan on owning a server for a couple years or more, then you might be saving yourself some money going with the lifetime package. Additionally, lifetime servers from the host we're looking at today, Zap Hosting, have no limit on storage size, meaning your Minecraft worlds can become as expansive as you want them to be without worrying about running out of space or needing to upgrade. Of course, all your storage has to be related to the game server's data. For backups, there's dedicated backup space, and anything outside of that is breaching their fair usage policy. Player slots and RAM, on the other hand, will cost you extra, but that's typical of normal Minecraft services. Here, as opposed to me blabbering on about lifetime servers, let me just walk you through getting one on Zap Hosting. And if you're already sold, you can get a huge discount on your lifetime server by using our link in the description and using the code MinecraftLabs-20. Alright, so here we are on Zap Hosting's website. To start with, you're going to want to pick your game type. We're going to pick Basic Minecraft, and then select the Forge server. I recommend you figure out what type of world you want to have your Minecraft server be before you buy it. But if you're undecided on whether you want vanilla Minecraft or a modded one, you can't go wrong with a basic Forge server. By default, you won't have any mods, of course, but should you decide later that you want to get some, you'll be able to add mods to your server with no problem. It's a bit more tedious than choosing a mod pack though, since you'll have to collect all the mods yourself. Or, alternatively, a Spigot server is great for server-based plugins, which can add very mod-like variation to your server without requiring the player to get any mods on their own end. Suffice it to say, make sure you do your research on what you want, but you can always add another Minecraft mod pack or base mod like Spigot at a cost of €30 and switch back and forth between all purchased packs. Next, pick the location of your server. You want to make sure that it's physically as close as possible to you and your server's player base. So, say you're from the UK, and all your friends, or the players you know, are going to be from the UK. Then you will, well, surprise surprise, get a server from the UK. This step is only trickier if you have players from across the world, so choose wisely. Basically, the further you are from a server, the larger your ping will be, which is how much time passes between your local computer, the client, sending information to the server. Speaking of ping, you can click this convenient ping check button, and it'll test how much delay you have to each of the servers. As you can see here, I'm closest to Germany and the UK, so I'm going to want to pick one of those servers. I will definitely not be picking Australia. Another thing that might affect your decision is premium DDoS protection versus standard DDoS protection. DDoS attacks are a type of server attack carried out by hackers. In layman's terms, they spam your server to death with fake accounts and bots until your server keels over and dies. Unless you specifically know that hackers will be targeting your server, I wouldn't worry about prioritizing DDoS protection over standard. But if you want some peace of mind, go for it. According to Zap Hosting, their premium DDoS protection is currently one of the best in the market, and they are collaborating with Combatant to optimize the server protection to be specific to the needs of the game's servers. Next, we'll be choosing slots and RAM. The slots are the amount of players your server can support. Many server hosts don't give you a particular player limit, since your server's player limit is intrinsically connected to your server's RAM. But the player slot system is essentially a speed limit to make sure you don't accidentally pass the limit of what your server can handle. So here we'll put in the rough amount of players we expect our server to have. You can also purchase extra gigabytes of RAM. If you're planning on using a mod pack, I do suggest getting at least a few extra gigs of RAM, since your server will be having to keep track of all the new mobs and effects of the mods in addition to the players on your server. You may also have noticed this settlement type category. With rent-based servers, this would be the rate at which you pay for the server. So like monthly, yearly, you know. But since we're doing a one-time payment, this section only has one choice, which is, obviously, a single-time payment. You can also select to have your own IPv4 address. So, since you play Minecraft, you probably know that to join a server, you enter a bunch of digits or a website name to join. When you select to have your own IPv4 address, you won't be sharing that address with others, and can use the default port or can choose a port for your Minecraft server. With your own IP address, you can automatically get access to the DDoS manager as well. And finally, you can select the standard CPU and storage option, or the premium one. CPU will, simply, give your world more processing power. The specs of the standard setup are pretty solid to start with, so I'll be sticking with the standard package. But if you're looking at running a big mod pack server, I suggest you invest in the premium package. Alright, it looks like we've finished customizing our server. So all that's left is to select our payment method. You've got a pretty normal spread of options, but there's a few special ones. So if you have some Bitcoin or Zap Hosting's very own Zap coins, you could use those too. With all that said, I'll purchase the server and we'll check out what the server dashboard looks like. So here we are on the server dashboard. You've got all the usual server dashboard options here, like changing your server name, seeing all your server stats, and using the server's console. As you can see here, our Minecraft Forge server is based out of Los Angeles, has used up 108 megabytes, and we can even see how much of our RAM and CPU processing power is being used up at any given moment. There's also a handy little explanation right here about what the charts actually mean. In the specific settings section, you can turn the server on and off, change your message of the day, grant players OP privileges, or OP as it's commonly known, and change all the Minecraft world settings like difficulty and enabling PvP. You can also check the game section to see what Minecraft version and or mod pack you're running. Should you want to add a mod pack to your server, you can always purchase it for €30. All mod packs and server setups that you've purchased will remain available to you forever, and your worlds and settings will be saved, so you can switch back and forth without losing any progress you've made. Zap Hosting maintains the servers, and if you ever have any trouble with your settings or progress, customer support is just a message away. And as a bonus note, friends of yours and players of your servers can donate and help contribute to funding of your server. This is likely a familiar concept to you if you've played on any Minecraft servers before. But typically, you can donate some money to keep a server running, and you usually get promoted to a special rank in the server. I once donated $30 to a server I loved, and permanently unlocked the ability to turn into a bat on demand. Like the mob, the bat. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. But I digress. Anyways, from Zap Hosting's dashboard, you can receive donations and even manage the ranks players can unlock for doing so. There's also plenty of other smaller features, but we'd be here all day if I were to list them individually. So if you're curious about anything in particular, leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you. So, in conclusion, is a lifetime server worth the jump for you? Well, if you want a server with solid specs that you know you'll keep online for more than just a year or two, not only will you be getting a hassle-free experience on the payment end, but you'll be saving yourself some dough as a bonus. And hey, if you get some loyal players who donate, you might even make the money back and never need to worry about paying for a Minecraft server ever again. Sounds pretty neat. If you are interested, Zap Hosting is all in all one of our personal favorites for their reliability, the constant uptime of their servers, the fantastic packages they provide, as well as the security of their servers with DDoS protection and automated backups. And that's not even mentioning how well a server usually performs. Suffice it to say, we like Zap Hosting, and if you're interested in getting a lifetime server for yourself, you can check out our link in the description and use the code MinecraftLabs-20 at checkout to get 20% off of your purchase. You can also check out Zap Hosting's server documentation if you have any questions about something not covered in the video. It's got tons of helpful, specific info on setting up your Minecraft server, so you can check that out by following our link in the description below. Thanks for tuning in today to Minecraft Labs. Tell us what you think about Zap Hosting, or lifetime servers in general, with a comment down below. We also appreciate a like and subscribe, of course, and be sure to ring that bell to be kept in the loop on our future uploads. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace out.